Okay.
Hide that. And here we go. Episode 41. Beer Fridge Podcast. Brought to you by the Beer Fridge Network, as always. Myself, Gavin Baxter, Mark Dixon, and Scott McMillan. Happening, boys. How we doing? We all right?
Good, mate. Thank you.
What you said? We can't hear you, girl.
He's obviously decided to turn his
I said it very well.
Oh, there we are.
Get on with the fucking thing. Jesus Christ. Get your full spiel about all the fucking websites we're on.
Well, website-wise,
so I can make my faces.
Beerfridgenetwork.com. As always, head over to there, check out what's happening in the network, check out all the new latest podcasts and whatnot that are on the network, as always. And you can head over to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram as well, search Beerfridge Podcast, like and share everything. We are live tonight. We're attempting a live stream on YouTube, hoping it works, hoping it's not all herky-jerky all over the joint. But if you're watching on YouTube, drop us a wee comment. We'll do our best to kind of keep an eye on those comments. And if we can answer any of your questions while we're going on, we shall do so.
We are live tonight.
Best spots, how we doing?
It's like this, by the way, it just started there like an absolute, it looked like a proper, that you were looking at a mirror. 2 mirrors.
That's Inception.
Oh, mate, you should have seen it when I was trying to set it up. That was crazy. Crazy as Jeff. Right. Okay. So let's get cracking on with the podcast. Marcus Hobbs, what is happening with Beer Fridge Fitness?
Beer Fridge Fitness is not much right now. No, well, Beer Fridge Fitness episode 1 was a success, I believe. So thank you for everybody that listened and shared and all that kind of stuff. It was a really wicked conversation with Dan from Spiral. Episode 2, I don't want to give too much away because I've got 2 options, but episode 2 will be coming to you via the network this week, end of the week, hoping Friday once I get down to record. Very vague, but that's how basically, see, trying to pin like PTs and stuff down, it's a nightmare. Like, it's a nightmare. So,
no, you've not seen it yet. You know, you've not clocked on yet.
Oh,
somebody on the live stream's hurling abuse at you, by the way. Harold. G Dixon 10. Don't know who he is.
Honestly, man, seriously, we've been live for all of 3 minutes, and I've already gained some abuse.
Getting some abuse, regular abuse. Right then, let's get on to what we're drinking. I've got a selection around me at the moment. I've finished what's going to be my beer of the week, which I'll show you guys in a second. I've just switched over to a nice Hop House 13, one of the classic, and one of the big chunky bottles. But I'll show you my beer of the week in a second. What you guys on?
Punk IPA.
IPA.
Classic. In my brand new Flavorly glass.
Flavorly. How are you finding that Flavorly box?
What I can remember are the 2 beers I had in the train. And Saturday was lovely.
Yeah, they were actually pretty decent.
You had, was it Disco Nap IPA, which is the collab with Tiny Rebel, which is pretty good.
They've got a couple in there with Tiny Rebel. I'm debating whether to open the other one. Lazy Boy. I've got, sorry, jumping in there. I've got the wee session IPA from 4 Pure.
4 Pure.
The box is alright, to be honest. I really like some tasty stuff.
Not that keen on the old low percentage numbers, but hey ho.
No, there's a couple that got 2.9%.
Table beer.
Table beer.
table.
Because you leave it on the table and order yourself something decent.
We'll swing on to beers of the week. Like I said, my beer of the week is one that I got out of the Beer52 box. I managed to keep some, and I've still got some here. I've saved them for the podcast. And my beer of the week is the Tangerine Gulch from Magpie Brewery. There it is there. And
Still in Korea?
Still in Korea, I'm afraid. Still in Korea, House Rice. So the Tangerine Gulch is a 4.8%. Should be enjoyed at 7 degrees. Behave yourself. Brewed in the classic style, originating from Cologne with a citrus twist. It's actually quite nice.
Fruit beer that you like?
You can't really taste it. It's very light.
Diluting juice.
Aye, diluting juice. So that is my beer of the week from the Beer52 box for myself. Any nominations from you boys?
I'm trying to see if I can find another can yet. 4 Pure, I've got that stuff here on.
Alright.
More stuff. Where is it? There must be 2 cans yet lying in here. No, didn't think so.
Riveting podcasting here, just get my gill bobbing up and down.
Radio Lager. There we go.
That's
Another Tiny Rebel number.
That's a cool name.
That'll be my beer of the week because it looks good.
Look good, feel good, play good.
It's not got very good, and this is one of Dixon's kind of beer rating measurements. Is can feel. This just feels like a regular can. So,
no.
So what does that mean?
That means it's poor, man. You need a good can feel.
Rib for your pleasure.
Rib for our pleasure.
Okay.
Wallpaper for your pleasure.
The I know what you mean though. The 4 Pure ones definitely have that kind of noise. That
live sound test. Live beverage sound. What's your beer of the week, big man?
All beer.
All beer.
You had a lovely Peroni at the golf lunch.
I had a wee Bud Light, and honestly, the beer we had on Saturday was appalling, and I think that was more down to the standard of the pubs that we're in. I think that's maybe the best way to put it, with being as polite as possible.
Pish pubs?
To be honest with you, the best, to be honest with you, the best beer we probably had was on the train going in. The ones that we took in.
Aye, we did get one. This is saying something. The best pub we were in with the best selection was probably Spoons, where we got had a Sierra Nevada. There was a Piston Head and an Elvis juice.
That was the best of the night for sure. That
we had when we got there anyway. Aye.
Fair play. Well, I need your hand. I need a hand in picking what I'm going to drink. I've just finished my hot pause, so I have the Booth Brewing. Oh, where do we go? There we are. There, which is a blackcurrant milkshake IPA. Or we have a Daydream Magpie brewing, which is a tropical, silky, balanced. And that's it. In fact, that's what it says. Silky smooth. That's it. Silky smooth.
Considering we're live, you really need to go with the blackcurrant.
Well, we go with the blackcurrant.
Sure.
6%. Literally means rivers and mountains. Whatever. Combining the rich, creamy mouthfeel of a milkshake IPA with the natural tartiness of blackcurrant. Okay.
What does a can feel like?
Like a can. First of all,
Progress
is. I'm
going to start doing that on the Untapped app. Start like recording can feel as part of the.
Is that part of the drinking experience?
Oh, you can smell that for here, Jesus. Oh no, we are not going to. I really need a glass because I can tell that this is all like purpley. Like, see the one you had last week, dead purpley. That's how we.
It can't be any worse than that one I had last week. It smelled and tasted like fag ash.
Sorry.
Oh. A wee bit disappointed at that.
So I'm a bit.
Spat right to the screen.
I'm a bit disappointed there.
Okay, hang on.
I was expecting a wee bit more violence in
Did you
that.
shake it before you opened it?
No, aye. Violently shook the buff.
All the juice is lying at the bottom.
I know. On the back of you, Miguel, drinking the Punk IPA from the Brewdog. Valentine's Day is obviously on the horizon, unfortunately. And Brewdog, I've got a gift pack, the special 2 gift pack has a bottle of their flagship Punk IPA, which you're slavering on the new, and a bottle of their Subwoofer IPA, which is their alcohol-free, hop-free, non-carbonated beer with canine-friendly B vitamins.
Dog beer.
Is canine not a dog?
Aye, you get a free beer for your dog when you go in.
You do. On the 14th. On the 14th, if you go in and you buy a pint of Punk IPA, they give you a free bottle of Subwoofer IPA for your dog. Aye, so if you're looking for one of them, those 2 packs will be available on their website from tomorrow, so the 13th of February. Go over to the Brewdog website and you can grab one of them. If you're a Storming Norman this Valentine's Day and you just got a dunk, you can head over there.
By the way, did you see the thing it was on Facebook, I think, talking about Valentine's Day in the States? Hooters are giving free wings if you go in and you're single on Valentine's Day.
Aye. Oh, I would do.
Right.
Oh, I would do. Even if I was single, I'd go in myself and then get the missus to go in 10 minutes behind me, and then we just pretend we met each other. And then what? There's wings.
That's it.
Meal paid for.
Aye, but then they take one look at you and go, no fucking way, she's met him before. Because that's not based on first impressions.
Like, that boy is punching.
That's a love that's learned.
Yeah.
Remember, if you're watching on YouTube live, feel free to drop some comments down below. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well, much appreciated. But now it's time for the first Beerphabet quiz. Woo!
Beerphabet. Okay.
Beerphabet quiz. So we're going to ask you.
That's one of your better titles.
Isn't it? I was quite proud of this. So, quiz is obviously surrounded by beer, so it's all around beer. The answers are about beer or something, a link to beer. So we're going to go through the alphabet as well. See where I'm going here. So the first one will be A, and it would be Yep, I think this shit out. And you
far too much time in your hand.
Too much time, way too much time. So I need to hear your buzzers, boys. I need to hear what because you can't just shout the answer. I need a bing bong or a or something, a noise making.
And just caca.
Caca.
There you go.
Is that it?
Well, what else am I got to say? Fuck off.
There you go. There you go. That's perfect.
Oil in the road. There you go.
Oil on the road and caca. Okay, we have got 5 questions and we have a bonus question. Okay. We'll go first to 3. In fact, we'll just do all of them. Fuck it. We'll do all of them. So here we go. Beerphabet quiz here on the Beer Fridge podcast, Beer Fridge Network. So first question. Which word beginning with A is used to describe the smell of a beer?
Oil in the road.
Oil on the road, Miguel.
Aroma.
Correct.
Oh.
I need a wee ding. I need a wee sound maker as well. What am I got? I've got one. Ding. I know. I used to have a catchphrase board game. It gave you all the wee buzzers and that. Anyway, 1-0, Miguel. I need to write that down because I'll forget.
How did I not get aroma? That's poor.
Right then. Next.
It's too obvious.
It was too obvious. You should have got it. Okay. So this one's going to be B. Fair enough. Which B is a famous Dutch beer started in 1924, but is also the name of a landlocked federal state of Germany? If I say Bush.
No, I know what it is. Feck.
Caca!
Caca!
Balveria.
No, that's
Hold on. So
Oil on the Road. That's got to be stolen.
Oil on the Road?
Because it's Bavaria.
Bavaria, yes. It's not Balveria, it's Bavaria.
That's a cross between a whiskey.
That's Bavaria.
Bavaria.
Whoever's watching, I want a ruling. This is poor.
You said Bavaria.
Bavaria.
No, it's Bavaria.
It's not got an L in it. But
No, you never.
No, you never. No, you
The
never.
accents by Mark have done again.
Accents by Mark.
Aye.
Okay, next.
Your Dutch is rotten.
Okay.
Each Bavaria.
Okay, which C has unveiled a revamped version of its core Danish Pilsner with a new recipe and branding today? So,
Caca!
Caca!
Take it back. Take it back.
A Dutch, a Danish Pilsner.
Carlsberg.
Aye, there was no caca.
No, I did Kakai, didn't you?
Oh, right, okay, with no retraction. That's correct. Carlsberg. So Carlsberg today have changed their recipe for the beer, and they've also changed the recipe also. So it'll be interesting to see how that tastes like. It probably still tastes like pish, which means I'll love it.
No.
I can't get, to be honest, I can't get on with Carlsberg. Carlsberg, I come in a mental rash. I go all red and shit.
That's like piss water. Like,
my face like blows up like a balloon and I turn all red.
Chemicals.
True. That's like, remember back in the day, like, totally taking a wee tangent here, but you were in the GY and you would get a pint of Carlsberg that was like £1.14, or you would get a pint of Tuborg, which was
Tuborg.
£1.25, but you would always go in and be like, can I get a pint of anything else that you would be paying like double the price?
Aye.
Those were the days. Right, we're on to D then. Which city, beginning with D, holds the White Cliff Winter Ale Festival?
Oil on the Road.
Oil on the Road.
Wouldn't be Dover, would it?
Aye.
There you go.
That Oil on the Road's fucking brilliant.
Guinea Crash!
Right then. Which E is the name of beer started in 1876 and brewed in Barcelona?
Oil on the Road.
Oil on the Road.
Estrella.
Correct, Mundo. Dixon, you're fucking humming at this, by the way. Your aroma is humming.
Participant.
It's 3-2 to Oil on the Road. I'm doing all right.
No, you're not. It's fucking 4-1.
It's 4-2. It's 4-1.
I've only got one question left. Miguel, you've won technically, so this one's not about beer. This is a slight tangent here. Which word beginning with A is given to an individual who orders a takeaway but cooks their own rice? Just repeat that for me, Miguel.
Asshole!
Correct.
I
Games.
feel like I got done. My buzzer was definitely in first. Just to clarify, that's the exact word I was going to use. So it's fine.
Hashtag Hush Rice. If you're
Rice.
watching or if you're listening, hashtag House Rice, wherever you are. Whack that on your house rice. Whack that on any post you fire up. Yes, and if you want to get the reference, listen to episode 40 of the Beerfish podcast and you'll find out why. Right then, we'll switch up a wee bit. Go back to something we've not spoke about in a while. Fantasy football. First time I've spoken about it this year. There's been changes in our league. Big time changes in our league. I think the last time we spoke about it, Scott, you were flying high at the top and I was down in the slumps at the bottom. Do you care to update? Do you get to update us on your status, please, Miguel?
I'm fucking hopeless at fantasy because I forgot all about it. Dixon's also hopeless.
So right now the table
he's murder.
Table sits with Fisher at the top with 1,526. And then Who's Rice's cousin is second at 1,484. Miguel, you're third on 1,458. Dixon, you're fourth on 1,454. Hashtag House Race is 1,448. Kenny D is just over 1,400. I have risen from the depths of hell. I am no longer last. I am seventh on 1,389. Mr. Muir, Callum Muir, is at the bottom. Fuck yeah.
Yes.
You writing an essay?
I know. Fucking.
I thought somebody. Oh, you've not shouted that out. Beerman 19 came up. Beer podcasts. I wonder who that is. And Sixers 25. What are you guys talking about? So I thought I would answer them back. I'll give them a wee shout out. Midwest Sports. What up?
There's another guy being really active on the chat. And
Tremendously active. Tremendously active.
Dixon should put the helmet on. I don't think that's. So I thought I would reply with that and be not so abusive like other people are because it's not very nice.
Not very nice. How's my feelings? So yes, there's a big shift in the fantasy league. I have a little fantasy league at the moment. How are you feeling about your? I'm feeling fairly confident that I'm going to get a mid-table at least. I want to get maybe 5th or 6th.
No, as long as you don't beat me, that's fine.
I just can't be bottom.
Nah, the captains the last few weeks have been tricky. Like you nailed Pogba. Was it Pogba this week?
See what? I put Pogba in late doors. I took a points hit for that. I was like, fuck, I need to put him in. Took points hit, whacked him in his captain. I was like, yes. And then obviously Aguero the last 2 weeks has had a hat trick. He's now the shared record holder with Alan Shearer with 11 hat tricks in the Premier League. Which, see, when they said that when I was watching it, it didn't like I expected more, almost. Like when
11 hat tricks in the Premier League.
As the record. When they said that, I was expecting more, like maybe closer to 20 at least. I know it's hard to. The thing is, it's hard to get a hat trick though, but still.
No, I would have 11. I would have probably, if you gave me the over under on that, I would have taken over 11 anyway.
See, the more this beer warms up, gets rank.
The more you drink it, is it?
Say again.
Says you're serving it at the wrong temp.
Wrong temp has been served. And if we go through fantasy football, the kind of top performers so far in the season, as you expect, Mohamed Salah is top with 189 points. Raheem Sterling still chasing top spot on 173. Hazard is next. Aubameyang, Aguero, Pogba, Andy Robertson, Mane, Heung-min Son, and Harry Kane. Which is the Harry Kane's number 10, which incidentally, if you go back 2 episodes, and when we did our Premier League top 10 players,
exactly.
If we compare, I know fantasy is a little bit different. It's a wee bit. You can't even. It's a tiny bit different. Like none of us would have picked Heung-min Son. Oh my god.
No.
However, I did mention him, but I didn't think so. If we compare it, so I went back and listened back to find out who we had. So at number 10, I had Alisson and De Gea, and you had Harry Kane. So that kind of correlates with what is happening fantasy-wise. Harry Kane number 10. Granted, he's been injured, so if he maybe wasn't injured, then he'd maybe be a bit higher than he can. Hard to tell. Number 9, I had Pogba, you had Aubameyang. I said it's Song. Number 8, I had Sterling, you had Van Dijk. Manny is currently on the 8th spot. Number 7, I had Andy Robertson, you had De Gea, and fantasy-wise, top performers, Andy Robertson is 7th, so fuck you two.
Fair play, Andy Robertson. But fantasy from a defender doesn't make him the best top 10 player. I'm just made to say defender just so I can not be taken back on my Harry Kane as number 10 in the Premier League.
Well, I put Van Dijk as number 3 on my list, and obviously he's not in the top 10 overall. But he's
really important.
Yeah, exactly. He's probably more important than Robertson.
I would probably agree with that. Yeah.
It's hard to compare the fantasy top 10 compared to what we did, but obviously we're taking consideration goals and fantasy issues is taking in more consideration of goals and etc. like assists and stuff, whereas we're just kind of going in the eye of what we're seeing. I'm saying that as if I'm a fucking scout or some shit there.
That was some analytical stuff right there. So you're telling me you're not looking at the speed that they're running at and all that kind of stuff that you can look up there.
The distance travelled throughout the game and shit.
Was there not something mental like that came out? It was talking about sprints and who sprinted the most during the course of a game. And you're thinking,
was it no Bernardo Silva at one game ran for like 8 miles in a game? Something crazy like that. 8 miles. I was like, no, you're all right.
That's far too much effort.
Far too much. What's, as an Arsenal fan, this is not on my list, this is just popped me in. Obviously, either today or yesterday, I think it was, Aaron Ramsey's been announced that he's going to Juve and he's getting paid 400 grand a week. He's going to be the top paid British player. He's the second top player paid in Juve behind Ronaldo, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, very much so. Very ridiculous.
Fair play to him. Like, he doesn't get a game, and he doesn't get a game regularly for Arsenal. And if you get opportunity to go and live in Italy, eat tons of pasta, and get your picture taken next to Ronaldo as he's supposedly second best pal or whatever, and get paid 400 grand a week.
That is a bit mental. It is a bit crazy.
Do you think that's just because it's on a free or whatever it is? Because obviously they don't have to pay a transfer fee. So, if it was in the transfer market? What would they be? 40 mil, 35 or something? Maybe, but that's probably why the wages are so high. Is the fact that there isn't, and he's on a free. So instead of them paying 40 million up front, they're going to give him 22 million a year or whatever it is. They
probably just went, right, it would be 35 or 40 mil, right? We'll just cut that up into his wages and then whatever. But for him to be the second top paid player in that Juve team's crazy. PSG were after him, Barcelona apparently were after him, Real Madrid were trying to get him. But it'll all be because he's free though, and he's half decent.
Well, why, if all these teams are looking at him, then why are Arsenal? Why?
Because they're fucking stupid.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So what do they see in him or don't see in him that they're not willing to at least give him a run in the team or let him play? Like, are they after him because he's been decent in a couple of Champions League games against them over the last 5 years?
Be because he's looking for. They'll not be interested in him because that's the kind of money he's looking for. Far too dear.
True. Maybe.
Far too dear. And obviously he's done, I mean, I know he's had injury problems and things like that, but he's obviously keeping himself relatively fit. And it seems a bit, it's crazy money, like it's nuts.
Yeah.
To pay that amount a week for somebody. That's what I was saying to him. I think it's maybe a tax dodge, maybe some sort of charity write-off for ex-miners or something like that in Wales. But, because it's ridiculous. There's got to be some sort of clause or something in there. Like, that can't be costing Juventus all that. money, because that's ridiculous to pay for a player.
It's just crazy.
The thing is, people go to Italy and manage to like prolong their career with, you know, obviously good weather, good food, and obviously the teams that are at the top are obviously like high quality and look after. So maybe that's exactly what he needs. That he'll go and he'll be there for the next 10 years, and you know he'll play 2 seasons worth of football for them or whatever. Like, but like good riddance, I suppose.
So you're saving a bit of cash.
Aye, but they could have made some dosh out of it.
I know. It's just Arsenal at their finest day. They let the contracts run right to the end, and then the players go, "Oh well, we've got all the power now. See you later." Rather than getting them under contract continuously, and then we want to leave. Well, that's fine. We'll sell you to whatever team you want to go for 30 million.
Is it even if they 30 mil, whatever, 35, 25, whatever? But if Arsenal got that money, that's money in their pocket, and it's just bad business, if you ask me, to be fair. Bad business.
It's kind of the Arsenal way. They've done it with Walcott, they've done it with Oxlade-Chamberlain, they've done it with, who's the other
Wilshere.
chap?
Did Wilshere?
Wilshere. Well, he kind of... I think they would have re-signed Wilshere, but they couldn't guarantee him regular minutes. And he's went to West Ham and got injured, so I suppose...
Does not surprise me. Just looking at the live chat, like I said, good evening, Beerman19. He said hi back. He's asked us, what's your favourite beer? So if we go around the horn, gentlemen, what's your favourite beer?
Oh,
for ease of, what was that?
There you go. For ease of.
All right, I was going to say, for ease of like getting hold of and drinking, etc. I'm a big fan of Williamsboro's Caesar Augustus. Easy to drink, tasty, and relatively cheap for a bottle. So that's probably one that will stand out to me without having to think too hard. So,
because thinking too hard would fuck you up.
Tell us about it.
Based on the quiz results.
I was done out of at least 2 questions. So.
By yourself.
Balvaria.
My buzzer wasn't warm.
Gil, what's yours?
I would have to say Sierra Nevada. It's probably my favourite. Available now in Tesco, but I've been in other supermarkets because in terms of ease of being able to put your hands on it, it's now pretty widely stocked. But I've been drinking it since pre. I know that makes me sound ridiculous, but I have been. And it's easy to drink. It's comes in quite a nice bottle. You can drink it quite freely, and it's not going to knock you away or the edge. It's not mega strong, but it's not quite Foster's either, which is excellent. And tastes nice, easy to drink. The other one that I like to get every now and again is the torpedo version of it, which is a good 7.something%. It's a bit kind of rocket fuely, but it's nice as well.
Well, very nice choice. My personal favourite, at the moment anyway, is the Hop House 13 from the guys at Guinness.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored yet. Come on. There you go. That's my favourite. My favourite before that was Pishwater, Tennants, Foster's, you name it. I'm all over it. Still my favourite. I've got a crate of Foster's in the fridge, so whatever. I'm always going to go back to my Pishwater boys, I'm afraid. But at the moment, if I want something a wee bit tasty, Hop House 13 is my choice of beer at the moment. Pish pubs, obviously we're doing at the moment as well. If you've got a pish pub you want to nominate, head out to Twitter or Facebook, any of our social medias. Tell us your pish pubs. Also, shows your fridge as well. Send us your pictures of your fridge. your beer fridges and what's in them, I'll take a picture of mine, and in fact I won't because there's nothing in it. There's literally nothing in it at the moment.
Cupboard's bare.
Cupboard is bare at the moment. Hashtag cupboard is bare. Hothouse 13, Beers 52, how you doing? Sort me out. Cupboards are bare. So yes, send us those over Twitter.
Freebies.
Freebies, please. Well, mate. We'll happily shout you out, by the way, as well. Happily give you a shout out.
You honestly sound like, I don't know if you've ever listened to Road Tripping, you honestly sound like Channing Fry on the Road Tripping podcast. Everything.
Oh, he does, doesn't he?
Freebie.
Anything for a freebie.
Anything. He's like, I'll shout anything out. Like, he's like,
shout.
freebies.
I will shout it now. Even this one here, that I've finished that Black Kurt one. No, massive fan. And I've switched over to that second one I mentioned, to the Daydream by the Magpie Brewing Company, which is a tropical silky balanced beer apparently, and it's does what it does on the does what it says in the tin apparently.
That's what you want it to do.
Does the job nicely. I'm not going to lie, I've ran out of everything on my sheets here.
Well, that's poor.
Sheets bare.
What do you mean that's poor? Maybe you should write a sheet.
I do.
What's on your sheet?
Oh, nothing for this podcast. I've been prepping for Beer Fridge Fitness, man.
Like what?
Like what?
Gonna go to the gym and that, and no go to the pub and that. Come up with something
original
out there. Like go to the pub at the weekend, sack the fucking gym.
Go to the pub and take your go to the pub and
for
take
your mental health.
Portable treadmill.
Sack the fucking gym. Just go to the pub with your mates and have a good laugh.
I'm all for that.
Or take a pedal exercise. A pedal exercise where you're sitting in the bar. You're sitting bobbing up and down.
For a half-hour cycle and then straight to the pub.
Cycle to the pub.
Your man, beer man 19 again. How you doing? Has just commented what's the Beer Fridge Fitness? Marcus Hobb, take it away.
Beer Fridge Fitness is our way of allowing people, guys, girls, to drink beer, but still be conscious of the exercise and nutrition and that, looking at still cutting a bit of weight if possible, and just being a bit healthier really in that thing. Stop shaking your head, Mr. Flicky.
I'm still waiting on my free fitness plan.
Your free fitness plan?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure.
Like Kanye West. Waiting on the workout plan.
Workout plan. That would be. We could get you a workout plan, but the workout plan isn't just you going to the pub, though. Remember?
No, but I'm willing to walk there.
You're willing to walk.
I'm willing to do stuff during the week.
Well, that's part of it.
And then allow myself build up a bank of calories available to consume some beverages at the weekend.
Correct. Well, that's part of it. The whole point of the Beer Fridge Fitness is not to take beer away from us beer lovers. It's just to kind of have a look into ways of reducing calories. We're looking at low-calorie beer. We're looking at fitness that's going to help you burn calories that will allow you. I'm not saying at the same time, and I mentioned this in episode 1, that if you want an Arnold Schwarzenegger body, right, you can't be skinning, 12 pints on a Saturday night, Sorry, that's
shocker.
That's unbelievable. Why are you not sorting a planet for this?
So, how about 5?
Oh, you can have 5.
Incidentally. So sorry. There's I can't remember what it's called. There's a product. There's tablets, right? Hangover tablets, and you it obviously stops you getting a hangover in the morning. So
does it stop you eating?
No. So it does for like 5 beers. So if you have 5 beers, you take 2 of these tablets. So every 5 beers, you need to take 2, and it stops you from getting a hangover in the morning. Anyway,
I think something that just paralyses you for the
next day,
for the shoulder. No, it's just something that paralyses you for the shoulders down. Because if you can't get your hands to your mouth, you can't eat anything, right?
There we go. If someone
haven't seen me in multiple stages of drunkenness, you've seen me eat with no hands.
For sure. Sure. If someone could find a really easy way of doing it, you would be able to do that. No bother.
You just need a big enough straw.
That's it.
Oh, Beerman 19 says bondage. That'll stop it.
The
podcast Beerman 19.
No, my dad's driving his lorry.
Oh, is he?
I was going to say, John has no idea how to work YouTube, so
it's live streaming, shouting at Surrey. It's come back with all different, totally different stuff.
But bondage, I suppose, would definitely help with hangover cures, I'm sure.
Well, I know I was listening to another podcast and they were mentioning it, and I was like, shit, that'd be pretty good. So instead of your bottle line brewing a Mickey D's in the morning or something.
I've seen them. It's like folk have like Baroccas and that, and like they put it's like it's the
hydration tablets.
Aye, like
it breaks down the toxins or something.
When we were away. Not that you used them right enough, but you had them when we were away. It's like it's meant to kind of rehydrate you and make you feel a bit better generally. And I'm sure they'll work for just the same as any kind of fad specific hangover tablet. I mean, I must say though that the guys in Vegas have got it sussed. They will, if you go to the right place in Vegas at the right time, they have it's almost like a doctor's office or a cosmetic surgery place, but it's they'll hook you up to a vitamin B12 drip.
Sure.
The IV up.
Fluids, and they'll IV you up for an hour, and that apparently cures your hangover and all your other ailments, stops you from being tired, all that.
It was only like, what was it, like $25 or something?
Aye, something like that. And they've also got, there's like oxygen bars every 10 steps that are meant to help you improve everything, make you feel a bit better, wake you back up if you're playing at the tables or whatever for a long period of time and want to go longer. There's loads of that kind of stuff, but the IV was definitely pushing it about as far as it would go.
I mean, I've started like every couple of pints, maybe having a pint of no, maybe not a pint, half a pint of water or something.
That's what happens when you move to England, Mark. That's wrong. Incorrect.
Aye, well, it's that you mentioned
He's
it.
Getting old,
you mentioned it. You mentioned
between every 2 pints.
You mentioned it in the fitness podcast as well that they started doing this as a pint and a pint of water, but like, nah, I can't do that. So I'll have like a wee.
That is an absolute one-way ticket to the bogs.
You just
every 5 minutes.
You're going to need a catheter.
Hang on, I'll just have my next pint in here.
I think since it's kind of our inaugural first episode on YouTube Live, we should give the live audience something to enjoy. Yeah, we should give them a glimpse of what I've done before. And
you have to do one. You're live on the internet. Don't say fucker bugger.
Don't say fucker bugger. That's been one of our most popular episodes, Mr. Hobbs.
Well, until, like I said before, until somebody starts commenting on it, then the accents by the big man are going to remain in retirement.
Accents by Mark is in retirement. So if you're on the YouTube Live, let us know if you want to hear. Let's
if Beerman 19 comments or Scott McMillan comments, I'm totally not buying it. But
there you go. He's come back to you. Let's hear it. Do it. Do it.
We need to come up with an area.
Baldy.
Not baldy. I've just got an increasing forehead.
I'm got an increasing forehead.
That is true.
Oh no. Well, I think it would be only right that we at least do one.
What accent? I obviously I've not been practicing them, so like I'm obviously a wee bit rusty.
There you go. There's somebody else who's not Beerman 1952.
Ask Wallace.
Ask Wallace. How you doing?
Botty McBot.
Ask Wallace. They've asked what accents are, Marcus.
Accents by Mark is an absolute sham of a thing that we've done as part of the podcast, where myself, Mark, attempts to do an accent that gets shouted out, considering one of the only skills I don't have is doing accents. So I can see McGill's looking up at his map right there, trying to spy something. So if you'd like to hear Mark attempt to do any accent with an Indian twist, then give us a shout.
It's your ability to do this. Despite being absolutely hopeless at accents, you've managed to master treading lightly.
The racial...
Almost floating
the racial line.
The racist tightrope.
Oh, ask Wallace. Ask Wallace.
Ask Wallace. Wow.
Sweden.
Well, there you go. He's made Sweden. Sweden.
The thing is, he was even better. His other half is next door, and when he does this, he's going to get. Right, okay, stop it.
This is your story, right? This is to build you up, so you've got something to talk about.
Okay.
You are selling couches, flat pack couches, and flat pack furniture.
Flat pack furniture.
In IKEA.
Sell me a sofa bed.
The chest of drawers that we are looking for is no longer available.
Yes.
Also, there's no meatballs left.
Oh, come on. Oh, that's like cool.
Basically, we've travelled all the way through to Straighton.
Sweden?
Only Swedish member of staff, and there is nothing left that we want.
There's no
chest of drawers.
No chest of drawers, no meatballs.
Nested tables. No fucking the milkshake machine's ghost. No hot dogs. No meatballs. There's not even a fucking dime bar in the place.
No rollover hot dogs.
Sell it to me. Overcome my objections.
Mate, there's basically you just described IKEA, like without dime bars, flat pack couches, and the wee milkshake machine.
It's done. It's just a
some Sweden.
Good evening, sir. Can you help me, please? Where is these?
Who's that?
I don't know.
Excuse me, sir.
Could
you help me, please?
Yeah. How can I help? How can I help?
Helga, Olga, and Svenska.
Can't seem to find these dishes.
No, Miss Moneypenny, you can't.
Who?
Miss Moneypenny.
It's meant to be Sean Connery.
The
Swedish Sean Connery.
Miss Moneypenny. Miss Moneypenny, there's no more Swedish meatballs, and there's no more tables and chairs. I'm so sorry.
Oh, see, to be fair, that's one of your better ones, mate.
I was going to say I actually zoned in for that, like that wee bit.
See, he gave you a backstory.
Is Amsterdam in Sweden?
It's just in the road.
Listen, I'm just happy you totally stayed clear of Calcutta. Like, there was no Punjab in that, so we're all right. Yet again, you've managed to stay on that high wire.
No, I'm a plot. That's by far your best one. McGill's staring at his map. Go on, Gill.
Why didn't you still do an accent? Like, I feel like I get picked on this.
I'm desperate to go with Botswana, but I'll just leave that.
I don't know. I don't even know what Botswana sound like.
Just generic. Come to America.
I'll do one. I don't care. If I need to do one for you to do another one, I'll do one.
Right, here we go.
Canada.
No.
A boot?
Name me a boot. From my better half. Oh my God, you're horrendous. Stop it.
STOAP.
STOAP. Stop it.
This is why I love you doing this, because I know you get absolute pelters with the little half. It's brilliant.
It's obviously, I've got my headphones on, so I'm obviously like shouting in the flat about Swedish meatballs and
meatballs.
Glad tax.
I'll do one if he does another one.
No, you just have to do one because you're dishing it out a lot.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Who am I got to give you? Got to go with Barbados, Gavin. There you go.
Barbados. I need a backstory.
Right.
You try to sell me rum on the beach, and
I was going to say
Tiki Hut.
Your name is G.Vi Groots, and you've got a competitor sauce available.
I'm going to write this down. G.Vi Groots.
G.Vi Groots.
Right.
And you've got a sauce.
What is this? Like a chicken sauce or just?
It's based on your grand's sauce recipe, and it just goes with everything, mainly yams. And
if I'm doing one, you're doing one then.
No, I'm not doing it.
Accents by podcast. Accents by Beer Fridge. See, we're just expanding.
No, we're not expanding. We're just G.Vi Groots.
Okay.
G.Vi Groots. I've got a sauce.
You're trying to compete with the other Bajan sauce merchant.
Okay.
Levi Roots.
Levi Roots. Yeah. Is he my cousin?
No.
He's
just a random boy.
Just a random guy. Random geezer.
He's probably your brethren.
Hear me now! Bring it up, yeah! Got your sauce for your yums, hear me? Fuck that, Levi Roots. My name is G.Vi Groots, and I got a sauce for you, motherfuckers. Hey, come on down. There's a $1 or one fucking motherfucking bottle. G.Vi Groots, special motherfucking sauce, motherfuckers.
Who's he turned into Leslie Chow?
I don't know.
He started off alright and then got more and more Asian.
You hear me now, motherfucker?
That's what I've got there.
I'm calling it there. He fell off the tightrope. That's for me.
I was alright, and then it just went a wee bit.
You were in the zone.
It's because you gave me a backstory.
The backstory. Yeah.
Backstory helps, by the way. I think if give one more, Dixon, go on, please. Pick one. You can. In fact, you can.
It's France.
You pick the country, and then Miguel will give you a backstory.
Right, Kylian Mbappe.
There you go.
Just one.
I really can't do France.
Well, you've got to try.
Well, no. Why do you? Give us your French.
You're a snails peddler. Try to peddle snails to Kylian Mbappe after he's just hammered Man United. Try to get him on board to promote your Snails and Frog Legs Emporium. Je suis Frog Legs. Escargot. You buy from me.
Why are you still in Spanish on it?
Jean-Pierre. Bonjour. You buy from me, Mbappe. We go to Monaco.
Les Frog Legs.
There you go. Go on.
Just put them. Les Frog Legs. Mbappe. Please help me create the best snails and frog legs in all of the land. Mbappe. That's up there.
No, the best bit.
Ouch.
It was the in the whole of the land. Oh,
horrible.
Jesus Christ. Oh no. That's too funny. Are you going to do one, girl? Are you hanging with that?
That was me. Was that
right there? Right, Roger. I've got
that. Was enough.
Je n'ai pas l'anglais. I've got nothing else on my sheet. So, in that case, as always, Beerfridge Network, Beerfridge Podcast as well. Hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook as well. If you have watched the live podcast, please like and subscribe. We're hopefully going to try and do these podcasts now as live streams as well. And if you're listening on Spotify, iTunes, or anywhere you get your podcasts, subscribe, like, share. Again, once again, review as well, especially if you're on the iTunes. Pop a review down there. We do read them genuinely. And we'll read some out in the podcast. We have now went over 3,000 listens overall with the podcast now. I think we're nearly 3.5 overall. So thank you for everyone who has listened. We much appreciate it. We enjoy making this, and hopefully you guys enjoy listening to it. And if you don't, tough shit, we're still going to make it. Fuck it.
True that.
So as always, head over to the website beerfridgenetwork.com for all the latest Beerfridge podcasts and everyone else who's under the Beerfridge Network umbrella with the likes of Sportlight Sports Podcast. I know he is live streaming the 76ers and the Boston Celtics game this evening. You've also got the Beer Nomicon podcast as well. And you've got the MLS Aces podcast for all your MLS soccer. Fuck yeah.
Get these guys on. So tell them what the script is.
Well, that's the plan. Hopefully we'll hook up with all these podcasts. Soon we'll get some of the guys on. We'll jump on theirs and we'll get them doing some accents by them as well. see how they get on. But again, once again, thank you for listening, and until next time, unless you guys have got anything else to say.
No, me.
No, me.
Have a great week, everybody.
Oh, have a great week. Oh, yeah. Have a great week, everybody. Not off. Sure.
Well, you want me to say?
I don't know. Cheerio, bye.
Bye.
That was worse than anything I said.